To create this glitch text effect in Adobe After Effects, we're going to create a new project, and these are the settings that I'll be using for this video. You then want to go ahead and get yourself the text tool, just like always, and then left click and type in any text that you want it to be. We're just going to quickly center align the text in the middle of the screen, and the font that I'm using is called Adobe Clean. It's a free font, you can easily download it, and I've set it to 700 pixels. Now, once you've got yourself the text, the first step is to create the RGB split. And to do this, we're going to duplicate the text layer, right click, go to pre-comp, and we're just going to call this one glitch RGB split. You want to move all attributes, and then we're going to open this up, and you want to get yourself 2 more copies, which are going to be renamed to glitch R for red channel, glitch G for green, and of course, glitch B for blue. Because from here, what we can do is we can search for an effect called set channels, drag and drop it onto your text layers. And basically what you want to do is you want to select the red channel, you want to disable the green and disable the blue. This will focus on the red only. Same goes for the green, disable the blue and the red. And then the last one, you want to disable red and green, which will give you the red channel, green channel, and blue channel. This is your RGB right here. Now that you've done that, we're going to select all of your layers, and you also want to apply an effect called wiggle. It'll be the wiggle position that you want to drag and drop onto your layers. And the most important 2 settings that you want to focus on is the wiggle speed and the wiggle amount. So for this one, we're just going to set this one to, let's say, 3 and 75. The best thing about this glitch effect is that no matter what number you enter in here, the more random it is, the better it will look. So for the green one, wiggle position. For this one, we're going to change it and let's say 2.5 for the speed. And then for the amount, we're going to go with 68. And then finally, the blue channel, we're going to set this one to have a wiggle of 4 and then the amount to 80. So it should look something like this, where they all go in a random direction. At the moment, we have to select them all. You want to switch mode to this one and then set the mode to add. And this will blend them together. And once you've done that, we can go back onto Comp 1 and we can start to add in some other effects, which will make this even better. You can start by going to New, Adjustment. We're going to rename this one to Noise and Glow. And you just want to search for a noise effect, just a basic After Effects one, like this one, and then drop it onto this adjustment. You can then ramp this up all the way up to 100, and this will give you this nice grainy TV static effect. We can also apply a glow, which will make this even better. Drag and drop it onto here, ramp it up to 100%, 1000 for the radius. We want to have that big spread. Number 3 for the intensity. Set it to on top for the original and then normal for the mode or the operation. We're going to select this RGB split. You want to once again get yourself a new adjustment layer and just rename this one to Fractal Noise. And then you want to search for the effect and drag and drop it onto your adjustment. For the settings, we're going to focus on the type and set it to block. Set the contrast to, let's say, 592. And then set the brightness to 50. We're going to set the complexity to 20. And then this is the most important part, the transform settings. You want to untick the uniform scaling and change this to 1007. This will stretch it out. And then this one to 349. Now at the moment it's going to be black and white because we need to set the blending mode to multiply. And as you can see, we now have this nice distortion effect. However, at the moment, nothing is going to happen. It's going to be static. So in order to animate this, what you have to do is you have to hold Alt or Option key, left click on the stopwatch, and we're going to type an expression which will start with noise bracket time times 2, and then go out the bracket and times 5000. So basically, this expression means the current time will be times by 2. And then this noise will randomize the glitch and make it look smooth, and then it will times it by 5,000. That's basically what this expression means. If you have a look at this, you can see we have this nice random distortion effect. We also need to create another distortion by right-clicking, going to New Solid. This is going to be the main glitch. Set it to a black color and then press OK. The color actually doesn't really matter. You just want to set it to any color and then pre-comp it to main glitch. Once again, move all attributes. Double left click on here to open this up. And once again, go ahead and drag and drop the fractal noise into here. For this one, we're going to set it to block. Once again, the contrast is going to be set to 200 and then the brightness to -20. Once you've done that, we're going to also change the transform, untick the uniform scaling, ramp this all the way up to 4,000, and then also the height is going to be 750. So basically, we are just increasing the block size, making them look like this. Once again, nothing is going to happen up until we start to animate the evolution. Once again, click on the stopwatch. We're just going to type in time times 3000. And this will just randomly make this. We can now go back onto comp 1. And then finally, the very last adjustment is going to be a displacement map. So if you rename this one to displace, you can search for the displacement map and apply it onto this adjustment. In order to make this work, we have to hide this layer. We're also going to hide the original layer or the text, and we're going to link up the map displacement to main glitch. But we need to also change the max horizontal display and then the height to 96. We now have this nice glitch effect. So now from here, what you want to do is you want to animate and have a look at the areas that you want to glitch. So let's say that you wanted the text to be visible as normal from the start. We can drag this out, have a few seconds where it's normal, and then as soon as these effects apply, it will start to glitch. So we're going to leave it as normal, glitch. We can press Control, Shift, and D to duplicate it, move these further out. It will glitch, stop, glitch again. For this one, we're going to make it shorter. And then this one is going to be longer. The great thing about this is that you can also change each one individually. So if you want this displacement to be more aggressive, you can increase this and change the numbers completely. And then finally, of course, we also need some sound to make this even better and give it that final touch. So you can go on YouTube or any website, type in a glitch sound effect, drag and drop it onto your project. We're going to press L twice. We're just going to open this up, and as you can see, we have it near the end. We're just going to adjust the levels by pressing L and set this to, let's say, -14. Going to once again double L. And what you want to do is you want to match the glitch with the sound effect. So the first one is this length. It will glitch, stop. And then what we're going to do from here is we're going to press Control, Shift, and D. Delete this one. Bring this back up. And then we're also going to once again split it here. We want to go further out, and where it starts to glitch for longer, we're going to sync it up as soon as it starts, and we can make it end right up to here. So to end it, once again, split it right here. Going to press delete. Minimize this one. We're going to go back onto the first one and duplicate this one. And then match it with this one right here. This one's really short. We're going to end it right here. And then near the end, we're going to delete these other layers since we don't need them. We can bring the work area back to here. And if we have a look at this now, you can see we have our glitch effect.